Okay, I'm going to go through the controllers that I have for sale on eBay right now. And first is a limited edition extreme green controller for Nintendo 64. This was a Toys R Us exclusive. And here we have the booklet. We have the original bag. This is the bag that went around the controller cord, including the twist tie that went around the controller cord and the twist tie that tied the bag around the single cord that would come out. So, and I have it tied up like this for now. And let's see, the stick is very tight. That amount of looseness that you see there is the same amount of looseness that you would have on a brand new stick, and which I can show you in comparison to this controller that has absolutely never been used. And like you can see, the stick is just as loose. Yeah, this is not moving. That's just the regular slack that it has. So, and so yeah, no, it hasn't started wearing down. And
very little use.
Yep. So now we package this back up. Oh, yeah, it goes like this. I will finish that off camera. Next, since I already began showing you, is the Donkey Kong 64 banana yellow controller. More than just banana yellow, it's actual banana design with the tips there. And
it's Nintendo Power.
Yep, and I always wondered why it came with a blue bag when every other controller came with a clear one, but that is the original packaging.
We got this as our subscriber bonus for Nintendo
That's
Power.
the only way it was available, was as a subscriber bonus with Nintendo Power. And because it didn't have any original packaging, I'm going to go ahead and throw in this, and which I've never used. So it looks pretty new to me. And let's see, it has almost excessive storage. I don't really know what you'd put in the rest of this. There are little pockets on all the sides and everything too. So controller packs and stuff, just, I don't know, there has to be something else you could stick in there. But let's see, moving on, we also have the Toys R Us exclusive gold N64 controller. Not really Zelda related, but a lot of people would like to consider that. I guess you could see that the dome over the stick has a bit of wear there, crinkles and everything. So I haven't tried it, but I believe that some hot glue would work. You put hot glue on there, let it dry, then you pull it until it pops off. It would pull out the plastic with it. And let's see, we have, you can tell that the corner's been bent and then straightened, bent and then straightened here too. It's not perfect shape there. Little tiny crack there. It's curved here. A little bit of warping there, and yeah, it's slightly dented there in the corner.
So it's a security tag.
Yep. Alright, but yep, still 100% new, sealed, presentable for display. Be careful with that one. I have this for sale. Like, this is not in presentable condition. I'm guessing somebody's going to buy this to use it, not to put it on display or anything. But it was not exposed to sunlight, but somehow it's still yellowed significantly. So I don't know what Nintendo was doing with their plastic mix at the time. And
when this came out, we actually had one with a odd screw.
But the bands here make it look like it did have something to do with light. So maybe it was in the window when it was on display at CompUSA, however long ago. Looks like 2002. And so yeah, very ratty condition, but it's still new and sealed. It is clear in indigo. I don't know if that's obvious on the video because the clear parts are deep in the packaging. And I know I opened one of these a long time ago, and it didn't have all tri-wing screws. One of the screws that was under either the C-stick or the D-pad was a standard Phillips screw or JIS screw, not a tri-wing. And I'm curious to know if this one is the same way, but I'm guessing it just had to do with that's what they had to finish it off with. And this is not on eBay yet, but it will be. It's my fire orange. I always call it fire red. It looks red to me, but everyone tells me it's fire orange. I am colorblind. But yeah, I had no idea this controller was uncommon. And but yeah, you can see the edge here. There's a little crack forming, and it's not straight. Something there. Corner, there's a little bent there. But it's still in very presentable condition. It'll stand on its own. I have some cat hair on here, but that's not an issue. Little dent in the corner of this part here, and a dent there. I can see dust under here, so it settles, it slips down the crack here, but I'm sure you could blow that out. An air compressor or something should do it. And see a little crack starting to spread right there. But once it's on display, that should not spread anymore. Alright, so I do have a couple others that I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with yet, so I might as well throw them in the video now while I can. And yeah, it's our ice blue. It's got a crack right here, a piece that's almost falling off there, but it still looks like it'll mostly stand. It wants to pitch forward, but a little bit of weight back there, it would hold it up and maybe even flatten, straighten on the back. Or I bet a hair dryer would probably get that to flatten up again. It's another little crack right there. And let's see, we also have a jungle green Fantastic Series controller. And let's see, the side looks pretty good on this one. I felt a little crack here, even though I could barely see it. And let's see, yeah, there's a little bashed crack thing forming right there. This one has probably the best clamshell of all of them. There's a little bit of a crease there, but oh, there's a crack back here. And this one has a number down here that I don't really see on my other controllers. Actually, I did see it on one other controller. I don't remember which one though. And but most of them don't have this number down here. Whatever that's about. I got this one from Target. So. And the gold one came from Toys R Us. This other one has a blank thing. I'm sorry, I don't know where they came from. No, one more thing to show you. This isn't exactly a console controller, but it is a Nintendo controller. And it uses a 15-pin game port that's on pretty much any sound card from back in the day that this was around. And looks very much like a Nintendo 64 logo, but it's missing the 64. And of course it's got the Nintendo 64 color scheme. We got blue button, red button, yellow C buttons that aren't really a C button. Got a hat switch, got a trigger. It does twist. It doesn't just move up, down, left, and right. Has a throttle here. Has a switch for simulating Thrustmaster and CH Flight Stick Pros or whatever. And I don't know what the third position is for. Probably their own I guess standard, the ones that aren't proprietary standards. It's from Laurel Group Limited Liability Corporation. It's the NJS-3D1. I actually have a boxed version of this for myself too that I bought new at Big Lots a long time ago. And I think what happened was this company was contracted to make the flight stick for the Nintendo 64, and Nintendo canceled it. They probably never had any solid plans to release it. It was probably just in case the competition forced them to.
Wings was a launch
title. And Pilotwings was a launch title. So this company, oh yeah, and Psygnosis developed flight simulators, so they probably were going to go all out with it. But I imagine that there must have been something in their contract that said that the company can go ahead and produce it anyway, even if Nintendo doesn't go through with it. And yeah, Paradigm. And so that may be why this exists. I can't think of any other reason why Nintendo branded a PC accessory. And that's it for the controllers.
That wasn't the only one they had a wireless headset.
Yeah, they did have a wireless headset, but for stereo audio, but it wasn't exactly a PC accessory. They marketed it as a way to, wirelessly hear your video game consoles without disturbing the family, that kind of thing.
Of course, this has the twist function Popularized with the 3D Pro from Microsoft.
Yeah, the Microsoft 3D Pro
Sidewinder.
is the first one I know of with that twist function. Before it simulated the pedals.
So that's what makes it technically a 3D joystick, a 3D one.
Nintendo likes to call any analog stick, like the thumbstick on the N64 controller, the 3D control stick. But
yeah, it was like,
this was 3D as far as PC was concerned.
Is that a light on each button?
Yeah, there's some kind of like light on each button that I guess lets you know if it's active, because these probably toggle with certain software. So, or maybe it's just when you push them they light up. I don't really know how that works. So. All right, that's it for the controller video.